So what we got here is, hello, it's me, and we're gonna open a box. We're gonna open a box today. Hey everyone, welcome to Watch It Unbox It. It's been a while. I barely remember how to even open a box.
Open! Give me your secrets!
But today we're gonna open up all of these boxes. I'm just kidding. We're just gonna open this one, guys. This one just here. It's this way around. Today we're gonna be opening up Battle Box, a new subscription-based tabletop/miniature gaming related hobby subscription box that's gonna arrive in your mail every month. It's a little bit like a Wargaming version of Loot Crate, if anyone remembers that, or more closely Model Box or Asset Drop, which I actually used to be subscribed to on the channel. Before we get started, I'll let you know that this one was sent to me for free, so do bear that in mind as we go through the whole video. I've not paid for this, so it's gonna feel like freaking fantastic value to me. But time is money, so this is the payment, so it doesn't come completely free for me. So I'll try and be as honest as possible, as always, guys. That's the whole point. I'm going to start with, this is a luxury item. I definitely consider this is not a necessity to anybody, but if you can afford this sort of thing, it can be a nice little treat for yourself. You're going to end up with a little box of carefully picked, curated, model, miniature, wargaming, tabletop related goodies, painting, that sort of thing, arriving in the box every month, a bit like a little Christmas every single month. Now, these can be good if you're new to the hobby like I used to be and I don't know very much stuff. I don't know about companies, I don't know about paint brands, I don't know about tools, I don't really know what I want to get out of the hobby. It can be a nice way to be introduced to loads of those things. And likewise, as we've got 5 years on in my hobby journey, I'm now a veteran, but I'm still quite interested. There's still plenty of things I've never thought of or seen, so things like this can introduce you to those little niches in our niche. This particular subscription box, did I say model box? Did I say battle box? Did I call it model box or battle box? Who knows? This particular monthly subscription battle box is going to cost you £31 a month with free delivery within the UK. In some areas of Europe it costs a little bit more if you want to get it delivered, and if you don't get it delivered, I don't know how you'll get it, so it's going to cost you a little bit more if you're outside the UK. But before you go and click on the link in the description below to check out their website, let's actually look what we've got in this box and see how we all feel about it. Let's get in! Let's get in it! Let's get in it! First thing I do want to mention is it does actually come with it's upside down. The box itself, there's not any money wasted per se on the packaging, but you can tell what it is. It does have the Battle Box tape around it as well as a little logo here. Now that's good. I don't like to see a lot of money wasted on just the packaging, but you also know what it is, so you can start getting excited, because that is a big part of these subscription boxes, that you can get excited the second you see it arrive in the post. Let's have a look at what's actually inside it. Open it up for the first time, and this is going to be some fast drying basing glue. Straight away I just think I can get this from the craft store and it costs absolutely nothing. It's probably just going to be some sort of PVA glue. It does look like it's a more manageable size. I often get like, it's a half a litre. It's a big bottle I often get, and it is quite unwieldy and it's difficult to manage, but it's super cheap, so swings and roundabouts. This is a much more manageable size to hold in my hand.
That's what she said!
And if it is genuinely fast drying, that is something I've noticed recently. The cheap glue takes an absolute age to dry, and it's also quite thick, so we'll have to take this for a spin to know. But 250 millilitres of potentially quick drying glue, which I wouldn't buy this, but this could potentially be better than just the shop dollar store crap that I use, so I'm excited to give that an actual go. Adding more to the weight here, some more packaging, we've got some Geek Gaming Scenic. Yeah, a little mixture here, base ready scrubland. So this is a complete ready mix of everything that might make up a scrubland. It looks like a bit of sand, a bit of gravel, a few rocks, pebbles, a bit of shrubbery as well. I do enjoy these pre-mixed things. It's a nice little heavy box of scenic material there. Let's carry on with the scenics. Oh, I have just remembered actually, they did mention this is a theme box, something they do every month, have a little theme. This is a basing theme, and I love basing. I can't get enough basing materials. I never know what to buy, so I quite like when somebody chucks stuff at me. So next up is some Thistle Tough Autumnal. autumn. It means they're in like autumn season, aren't they? So let's have a look. Let's crack this box out so we can see a little bit better. But that's nice. I've got things like this in the past. There's not many of them, unfortunately, but things like this, I've had straw in the past. I've had flowers as well. These things just add variety to your basing. So I often just use one and then a load of other stuff, and then you can just pop out and just make it look a little bit more interesting. So yeah, there we go. What brand was that? This is Rival Craft Unique Gamer Scenics. So definitely never heard of those guys. So that's introduced a new company that I'll go and look up their website and see what else they make. But tufts are always handy. Basing material, just full stop. I actually love the idea of just a random basing. This could be a subscription box all by itself for me personally. Everyone's completely different, but I don't know what basing I want until it arrives, and I've just collected it from boxes like this in the past, and I'm using it today. Here we go. I genuinely wanted water texture. I cannot tell you how long and how much I've wanted this. I normally just use epoxy resin. Again, cheap dollar store solution, but it looks quite like water. But I definitely wanted to try out the actual water texture and Vallejo's in particular. And I could buy this, but I'm lazy and then you have to pay postage for one single thing. So fantastic, it just came in this. So you'll see this used on the channel without a doubt. You'll find out if I actually like it or not, but I've genuinely wanted that. What are the chances? What are the chances of that, frankly? The other thing we've got is some ground texture. So I don't know what this is. This is some kind of texture paint, isn't it? It says it's diorama effect. Maybe something like this. What's the Citadel ones? Agrelin Earth, that kind of thing. Maybe it doesn't look like a cracking one. It just looks like ground texture. But if it's a little bit rough, that could be perfect. I often just want that simple basing. But don't know what this is. Not seen it in the past. But I will take that for a spin and be pleasantly surprised. Something I didn't know existed. Just everything I said before we started opening is coming true. We also got a little shiny ass sticker. Guys, let me know in the comments below. I've got a load of these stickers. What do you do with them? I just don't have like a thing I could stick stickers to, so I never know the purpose. I love them and was like, whoa, cool sticker. I have like the Game Envy ones, I have the Model Box ones, I've got Asset Drop ones, got all sorts of Army Painter ones. I just have nowhere to put them. So if you like stickers, this is a foil shiny, that one. That is one of the nicest I've seen. Looks sick. Out of the way, what else we got? A random, what's this? Just like a business card for Claire's Chad Creations. Can't be that, but she's a miniature commission painter. Don't know why that is in here. It's literally advertisements for a miniature painter, a commission painter, and none of her stuff's in here. So that's interesting. Might be something that they do, just like throwing some advertisements, but don't know, don't care. Next is we've got Mountain Tufts and Army Paint Range. It's one of the tough collections I just go to. I use a lot of them, and I don't actually like the Mountain Tufts. I do use them though. I don't like them, but what I find is when I'm just basing, as I've said with the other thing, I just like to put like different things on. Variety is the spice of life. So while I don't like this particular one that much, and it's probably because I don't paint anything that needs Mountain Tufts, but just sometimes it's just nice to have a little bit of variety in there. So always good to have every single one of these tufts, in my opinion, if you can afford it, that sort of thing. But I've basically got every single one of their tuft set, so good one for anybody else. I already own it, and it's probably my least depleted one. And last but not least, other than the packaging, which we don't care for, again, so basing themed, isn't it? Base ready city, wow, city rubble. So this just reminds me, oh, very interesting. So this reminds me of the video I did on the channel, the Urban Street Base Scenics thing. If you've not checked that out, guys, go and check that out. It's one of my, I think one of the best, most unique videos, and one of the things I created was sort of city rubble, and this is just pre-made, ready to go. I think I used stones or something, but this looks good to go. So a little sprinkle of this would have looked really nice on that base, just to have another sort of rubble on it. So there we go, I've got city basing. So this would be great for sort of Zombicide, modern Zombicide, obviously, if you want to do some basing like that. But also, what's that game called? Oh, I've moved it. What's it called? The Superheroes. Crisis Protocol, so it could be quite good for that sort of thing if you want to spice up that base a little bit, but add a bit of city rubble and that sort of thing. There we go, guys. Let's just laying this all out. So we've got the city rubble, we've got the scrubland, which I'm pretty sure I already own scrubland mix like this. We've got the ground texture, which I do not know what it is, and I'm very excited to try that. Could be a hit, could be a miss. The water texture, which is absolutely fantastic. This is great. I bet a lot of people don't own this. and just having it, and you can just go ham and start adding water effects to your bases, and it just will really notch it up that extra 10-20%. Doing your base on a miniature, if you're not familiar with that, some of you might be still very new to the hobby and probably not painting your bases and adding texture and items to your base. It can really take your miniatures to the next level. I myself didn't start for years, so I don't blame anybody out there who hasn't tried, but it's not hard and it's a lot of fun. It's a very fun part of the miniature, and it really steps those miniatures up to just looking so much nicer. I guess the glue has to be included because you need it. Oh, knocking the camera, sorry. You do need it to apply this stuff to the base. I would just argue that this is an expensive ass way of getting hold of some PVA glue and can make the product seem less valuable, although I get what they're doing. They're trying to send you a complete pack so you can go and build up a sick miniature base. But let me know in the comments, because it's good feedback for them as well. This is a new business, they're just starting up. It would be nice to give some feedback. Then you've got army painted tufts, which you just can't go wrong with. They're fine. These are beautiful. I can't get enough of random little things, little bushes, little shrubs, little plants that you can stick to your base. Never seen these before. They're great. They're just going to go in my pile of basing materials for whenever I'm painting. And then yeah, sticker. If you like sticker, not much monetary value to it, is it? So off the top of my head, what are we talking here? These have to be like £5 each, maybe £10 there. This is about, I think, £8 to £10, so maybe £20 just there. I'm gonna guess these are around the £4 mark each, so that's 10, 20, 28, a couple of quid for these, 30, and a few pounds for that, would you say? 3 quid, 34, so I'd guess about £35 off the top of my head. I'm gonna look up these and put a little thing at the bottom, I think, so you can see the actual value, because I think it matters. You do have to remember the element of the excitement. I'm freaking excited. I am not excited when I'm shopping for myself online. In fact, I find it a chore. Oh, which miniature basing material do I want? That sort of thing. So this is nice. It's forced my hand. So you're paying a little bit for that, a little bit for the service, aren't you? Don't forget the postage. If I went and bought I literally haven't bought this because I couldn't be bothered to buy one thing and pay for the postage. So I just keep forgetting. Never happened. I've wanted it for like 3 or 4 years. So they've forced my hand. But yeah, I quite enjoyed that. It's been a while. It's been too long, actually. Quite like the feeling of Christmas every day. Anyway, guys, that's it. Any questions? Let us know below. And actually, any feedback? Come on, guys. Brand new company. They're just starting out in the UK. Just a couple of guys, by all sounds of it, much like Model Box and Asset Drop. Just a couple of people trying to start up a business in our little hobby. So feedback is going to be more than welcome, I expect, from their end. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. Bye-bye.